Donald Trump's Twitter account is insane.
Tell me about it.
How closely have you guys been following it? Because Donald Trump...
He was Times Boy of the Year. Boy of the Year! Yeah,
Okay.
here's the thing that happened yesterday is that Trump retweeted an account called Dr. Goodspine that was saying something nice about him. Or he didn't retweet. Retweet, you click a button.
It's nice about Ivanka.
And something nice about Ivanka, yes. What he did was put quotation marks over at Dr. Goodspine and then the text of the nice thing about Ivanka. So like physically typing it in quotes. A couple of us did some very basic internet sleuthing to find out that Dr. Goodspine has never tweeted anything. It's an account that exists, but it's totally false. And we brought it like, what a scoop. And Sarge was like, I wrote an article about this months ago.
It was so nice. I'm so glad you guys read my work.
For some of the people who maybe didn't read this article, why don't you take us through it?
So basically Trump uses Twitter like a crazy person. What he does very regularly is he'll quote somebody saying something really nice about him. And if you go and you click on that profile, about half the time, roughly, that account has never tweeted anything. And the
Let
other
alone
half,
the thing that he's
Let alone
quoting,
the thing
yeah.
he's saying. The first time I ever noticed it was a tweet he sent on June 8th, 2016 from the account Sarah Wiegisa, who said, great speech. Speech spelled S-P-E-A-C-H. And then Trump put quotes around that and replied, thanks. You go to Sarah Wiegisa and there's only one tweet on the account, and it's not even that tweet, it's a retweet of Donald Trump quoting the account. And that account was made in June of 2016, the same month that Donald Trump tweeted it.
Now, there's a chance that Sarah Wiegisa, whose handle is Matt, met Donald Trump in real life and said, great speech, in a way that seemed spelled wrong.
Yeah.
And Trump was like, can I quote you on that?
Format it like I tweeted it at you, even though I said it to you in person. Yeah. And then they were so excited, they retweeted that, they created an account, retweeted that one tweet, and then just deleted Twitter from their phone, never used it again.
Counter theory, our incoming president doesn't know how to spell speech.
Let's get into why he might be doing this, which is to trick us. Wake up a little bit earlier, please. Because it takes me a second to click on Sarah Wigisa's name to find out they never tweeted this ever. So, and like, I'm a pretty dumb guy. I'm pretty easily tricked. You guys have pulled some over on me in the past.
I'm Josh.
Got me again.
Also, like, he didn't need to do this. I'm sure there are hundreds of people tweeting great speech spelled correctly at him, and they're real people. He could easily retweet people that exist. Don't name your fake Twitter handles like Dr. Goodspine. We're gonna click on that dude's name.
Yeah. This isn't like one or two isolated incidents. There's a ton. There's one from Patriotic Pepe, who has, since Donald Trump quoted, he has been suspended from Twitter.
Sure.
Pepe is like a charged figure now because it's been co-opted by the alt-right Nazi folks. If I'm hoping to be the president and I see someone with like a Nazi name says something nice about me, no matter how nice it is, I'm like, I'll just keep that in my heart.
Also, just as like a person and like a president, maybe you don't need to retweet nice things people say about you.
Yeah.
You're not 5.
You had another thing that you noticed when people at Cracked forced you to consume every bit of
Oh, no.
Twitter.
No one asked me to do this.
Oh, no?
He also, whenever he retweets a tweet, it's literally minutes after that tweet was created. This is clearly just, he has an intern write something and then he quotes it. Hey, make up an account, and then I'm gonna quote something nice.
Yeah,
from
Kyle
it.
just made Dr. Goodspine account.
Sounds like a Kyle. Sounds like something Kyle would do. Another crazy example, he quoted an account that came out, Real Eric J. Allen, who tweeted, real Donald Trump, these people are real, you can tell, is a common sense conservative. President Trump equals competence, safety, unity, and U.S. jobs.
Job.
This account, Real Eric J. Allen, has tweeted that exact tweet dozens of times. It's just that same thing. The most recent one is literally as
10
looking
seconds
at this.
ago.
He added an S.
He added the S. Here's an especially weird one. You click on this tweet and it just says, tweet withheld. This tweet from real Donald Trump has been withheld in response to a report from the copyright holder. I've never seen that error message anywhere. Do you think he tweeted like a pirated copy of Batman vs. Superman just in its entirety?
Check it out, my favorite movie.
Yeah.
I want to talk briefly about his liked tweets.
It's worth mentioning he has only liked 46 tweets in the history of Twitter.
One from Brett Baer. Trivia. At what grade level does your congressman speak? According to the Sunlight Foundation, the average lawmaker speaks at what grade level? ? He must have seen that tweet and like, oh yeah, Congress people are all idiots. They can't speak well. And he clicked like.
He likes a lot of his own tweets.
Own tweets.
One of them is an actual quotation mark quotes from @GenePenny saying @RealDonaldTrump, I love Donald Trump. And he responds, thanks. And then he likes his tweet where he says that.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Who likes their own?
Debbie Beers, @DR Beers, is from December 8th, 2012. It's labeled first driver's license, and it's a blurry photo of a child in like a Lil Tykes car.
Yeah.
And it's cute, but who's this woman? Like, he doesn't follow her.
Yeah.
She didn't tag him. This is a woman who lives in Boston and sells essential oils. How did he see this photo? It's not like even retweeted by a person who he follows, where like, oh, it showed up my feed, and it's a cute photo.
I have you on this. He had a car similar to that one when he was a child, and that's his Rosebud. That's his Citizen Kane like childhood memory thing. And he's got a team of people who are sending him pictures of these cars, hoping to get the exact one. If we find his Rosebud car though, he'll stop.
He'll be happy and he'll go away.
He'll get right in it and he'll honk the little honker, and then like
He'll be like, look at me, I'm driving.
look how big I am. What do we think about Donald Trump's Twitter account?
I think
the
this
frequency of tweets will increase or decrease when he's actually president and has to do all the meetings.
I think they will increase probably a lot. It's a distraction for him, for sure, and it'll make him feel better. That number goes up. Oh, look at all the notifications I have. I'm good. I'm a good boy. So he'll need that distraction when he realizes it's hard to be the president. But also he's going to do a lot of things that people disagree with and disapprove of, and the crooked media is going to be calling him out on that a lot. This is his only outlet to set the record straight or to lie to people and say, this is a lie, I'm doing this, I'm doing this.
You say when he has to do all the meetings. I don't think there's a system in place for someone to go wake up the president and drag him out of bed and make him shower and brush his teeth like you do an 8-year-old to go to school.
You said drag him out of bread.
I did say bread.
You're as dumb as our president.
Oh, what a sad thing that we can say now. He's just unnecessarily creating these people to retweet them to like make himself feel better.
Yeah.
But that's just all he does is just like create these lies that are so obviously lies. Like the folders of like all of his contracts at this press conference that are just blank folders full of blank paper.
Yeah.
And you can see it.
We didn't need that to be there.
Yeah.
Like for your lie to be true. Like the prop didn't help us anyway, and also you didn't put time and effort into making it believable. It's clearly just a lie, but okay.
I think a big part of it is that his supporters, they're not the tech generation. They're not.
Neither is he.
Like I think when we say, oh yeah, here's this tweet, if you just click on the handle and go there and look, you can clearly see in their Twitter history that they're not actually a real account. I think that sounds like gibberish to a lot of his supporters.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because he does retweet real people who are actually tweeting at him, and you go and look at their Twitter accounts, and they also are not using Twitter the way I do and the way you
Well,
guys
sure,
do.
some are
Where it's
12-year-old
like-
Nazis.
Some are 12-year-old Nazis. Some are older people who are just like, oh, Donald Trump's on Twitter. He's running for president. I'm going to create this account, and this is going to be, I'm just going to use Twitter as my Donald Trump app.
Yeah. In closing, here is my hope, and I know it won't happen, but the Jack who owns Twitter, not the Jack who owns the three of us, totally different Jack, hoping that he, because this is his thing that he owns and he could do whatever he wants with it, sees that President tweeting from his personal account is like a bad deal and a big deal and just shuts it down. Just uses his decision as an individual private citizen, just be like, I don't think this is good. I don't think this is helping, so I'm going to just like suspend it for 4 years.
Yeah.
And like, you're welcome to use the official POTUS Twitter, as you've been encouraged to do, because there are security checks and balances with that, and there are all these processes. But, if you're not an insecure baby boy, you should be fine not having a Twitter account for 4 years while you run the country. Does anybody else have hopes anymore?
I hope that it isn't as bad as it looks like it's going to be, and people don't hate each other and nobody gets hurt.
That's a good hope to have. I hope that
People are gonna get hurt.
I know, but your hope is more unrealistic than mine.
Hey, you like stand-up. Come see the Cracked Stand-Up Show. It's happening January 26th at Meltdown Comics in Los Angeles. If you want to see amazing comedians, including our own Teresa Lee, go to nerdmeltla.com/tickets. And if you want to see this brick wall all by itself, keep watching.